ene eye fiada April of for so bosome da to so nwotwe oyerepa 100.7 FM so ne mamu nyina cha no pensami ye live e Facebook and YouTube de di ma kwetene bi ne se no da Dr. Bamadu Bawumia Kase mo de atodwa se nkanye COVID-19 ene bibi pa na be ha Ghana fo a enka ba bi o man yesi kasema kodru no ke be boye nsem keke
watire de nti a yesidi no ne dollar no entokwa no sidi na eso hwan
na churchofo de ma NPP amanyoko no Radwan Bodu na don frefo organizer Samia Uku omusu de futuo ama NPP mabunu titiri wuri omo a ewo entoaso suku mu
owura ababrese John Roland okasama NDC ewo mantam no mu waka nsem bi e de afa na nado sade woni BBC fo ekwatwetwe nkomo no ho
process jumakuo no e de bibi ba no mo kire se wo mo a etwetwe moto ye woni mmara so no wo no be kopa ama sai suban no wajai
sanso na wo mo tonkosua ewo ba bia ni so kire se nkosua bo aye den pa nti ama wo mu dwadi no aye bibi ho
abusa for nsem na do so tifin sam ane de amamu ye ne Emmanuel Oduro Korea osamfo pani na aba ye nso a ye ne damu amutie ye ayeme oduefo na na sabre pinaman meni menua
ka kire na asante swaba
abusa for nsem no aniem anroda ana Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia omampania be de kire eko eye National Tertiary Students Confederacy eye TESCON omu training and orientation conference ase ewo ka so Central Region and somebody to dwa de enroda ye kan dodo na kire mo na bia ye se timu biem na mo ate sansa aboso ba ene megapa ye ene sen odi to dwa se Ghana ohwe ye GDP ratio meka oman sika ye wo ye japade nyina anokwasam odi tutu ye kan ho a akosoro kakra esoro akono efi 2019 ebisi 2021 no akosoro hamu nchemu be se edunso ene echeponsia na eso nyo na ye bibie nyina na ado na ye bibie eye COVID-19 kotweberefo ba ye ena afi Abraham wo mu se wo mu clinic ye banking sector no wo mu yensiesi eye atowo nyina free mu no ena koba asa na eso so nyame adom Ghana eye de also ye bia.
Since 1992 the West exchange rate depreciation has happened in two eras, between 1993 and 2000 and between 2009 and 2016. I wonder who was in charge of the economy at that time. Ladies and gentlemen, so we had so much stability in the exchange rate. But in the first quarter of this year, 2022, we have seen the sharpest first quarter depreciation of the cedi since 2015. A number of factors can be adduced to explain what happened. The financial markets assessment of the 2022 budget, unfortunately, generally concluded that our projected 40% increase in revenue, this was not likely to materialize. This was not helped by the chaotic battle in Parliament over the budget and the passage of the budget. Furthermore, delays in implementing major tax reforms appeared to support the assessment of the market that the government will have difficulty in getting its programs through Parliament. To add to this negative market sentiment, there was a sovereign credit ratings downgrade by Fitch and Moody's, two global sovereign credit ratings agencies, as a result of concerns about fiscal and debt sustainability.
Eni omuti ye ayomampania be de kire Dr. Alhaji Mahamadu Bawumia no a ne nsɛmɔde to dwa no ebinu no
wa mananso wa kire de nti a yesidi no na hoɔden kwa na ɛkɔfɔm ya kyerɛ sɛ wɔne dollar ne hyia ɛwɔ mansa dwa so a na sidi no ohunhwan wɔse afi bosome miɛnsa a edi kai no ɔman sika kora bia bata Bank of Ghana amane bo a wɔde betu dwa ɛkyerɛ sɛ sidi na wɔden kɔfɔm wɔhankyɛ mu etu9 ne pɔkyiri nsia 14.6% sɛ wɔde toto dollar no ho a na ɛno na Bloomberg wɔn so wɔde tu dwa sɛ wɔyɛ Ghana sidi no a na hoɔden no ɛwɔ fɔm ya kyerɛ sɛ ne mɔden mo wa mansa dwa so no ɔwiase sika bie ni hɔ a ɛne sidi deɛ no ɛsɛ sidi na hoɔden wɔ fɔm kra Dr. Bawumia de sɛ tu dwa TESCON dwadi a wɔne Dankwa Institute ɛhyehyɛ na se.
The table shows that Ghana's total debt stock has increased from 122 billion in 2016 to 351 billion in 2022. Between 2019 and 2021, Ghana's debt to GDP increased by 17.6 percentage points of GDP. It should be noted that without the 50.1 billion for the exceptional items of the financial sector, the energy, and COVID, Ghana's debt to GDP would have been about 68% instead of the current 80% that it is. Because of COVID-19, the GDP growth was virtually zero in 2020, and this is bound to increase the debt to GDP ratio, other things equal, with a lower base.
Dr. Baumia and Kase3 no or say, Oha Mansan Gasofan, O boss at the Yahudi, and Russia and Ukraine talk on a Kaobi, and a Ghana city no, now they akofomsa.
Na ehwana national organizer don for the NPP amyokono ora samia wukudi afutuo ama Tescon emrante wane mabawa no se na nado afamu de woye pontujuma no mo ma hunu filifili ya gane se akwan 1D 1F waye 1 day so 1 dam doso bebre na munya mo na nado so no ansa nan tenke kan de waye mo maburu no masade se moto na nado ni pontujuma waye no.
In 2024, it's important that we tell ourselves from today that we own the campaign and the victory for 2024. Let's move away from allowing our opponents to define us and set the narrative. Let's move away from people calling you to ask you if you are listening to this radio station or watching this TV. Can you call in when you yourself, you can see the numbers down the screen and setting and correcting the proper and the narrative. Our government, we've done enough, but the biggest obstacle between us and 2024 is how we shape the narrative for victory in 2024. And I want to appeal to your conscience, emotions, and what we do. Let's not leave the project for just President Akufo-Addo. Let's own the project ourselves. I'm happy that the National Youth Wing and the Dankwa Institute decided to give us this platform. As we see each other and shake hands, I want to encourage you. From today, let the narrative be different. And as you prepare to listen to the digital man and the renowned economist, I know that from tomorrow, instead of they allowing economists to respond to him, they are going to allow the Goro boys to, as usual, do what they do best. But that is why it's important you are also here to understand the issues and see how far our government, led by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has moved the nation from the shackles of poverty that we inherited from the John Mahama administration onto the path of progress and prosperity.
We ayora same awuku national organizer de ma NPP amenyokono na nanu si ye no na twatwa for general secretary ora John Boadu eso de beto asuafo ye nse ma omo ma ba bi omaduro na anyom de no mo ntena ho a omo nko so obetewa ko omanim awade suem pa.
Make it this far, having started our political activism in school just like you, then there cannot be any reason why you should not be able to go even beyond our achievements. Just believe in yourselves and you can do it. Even though it took me over 28 working years as an executive of this party from polling station, constituency, region and national, before ultimately becoming the general secretary of the party, it doesn't have and it will not take you this long to not only become the general secretaries or national organizers of the party, possibly it will take you a shorter time to become either the vice president or the president of the Republic of Ghana. Mr. Chairman, as we all know, it is the struggles of the party's youth wing that gave birth to Tescon, which today has become the intellectual organ of the party and the #1 breeding ground for party leaders across all levels. The youth wing spearheaded all the relevant processes that eventually led to the amendment to the MPP constitution sometime in 2010 to give Tescon a voting right in the party's elective conferences. making TESCON executive delegates to these conferences. It gladdens my heart, Mr. Vice President, that I spearheaded this process.
Na already John Boadu sa to aso bim say wo ka kire maburu ni nyina breaking the 8 here MPP for their two omano no e wo say 200 amount maburu ndi omonya ne say wo mo be free wo mo pemu nyina mu na omo si NC determination abeka ho na omo hwe say breaking the 8 no e betuma bem.
This brings me to the theme of this conference. TESCON, our resolve, our determination and our commitment to the sustained growth of the MPP. Really and truly, Mr. Chairman, if we want to grow this party, then as members of TESCON, you need to demonstrate a much more stronger commitment and determination, particularly having in mind the general elections of 2024. As we strive to break the 8, which no political party in Ghana has been able to do, this you can do only effectively if you focus on the founding principles of TESCON as the intellectual organ of the party. As we head towards election 2024 and in pursuit of our target of breaking the 8, the party expects TESCON to continue to establish its relevance within our body politics. It is also expected that TESCON not only constituted themselves into TESCON alumni or association of past TESCON leaders. We expect that you get yourself in the workings of the party at the constituency, particularly at the polling station level. The party, ladies and gentlemen, is also revisiting the policy of providing subventions to TESCON in all the recognized tertiary institutions in the country on a regular basis to enhance the
any amuti ye already on board to for the MPP amanyoko no eno ada TESCON for dwumadi a omampania be de che kwakasa wase ne ho no no so de we atudwa
ya de mo ko abro mantam no mu mensina ye friend time district na one of kasa machine ba time amanyoko National Democratic Congress ne mu ba kon ene abebrese Jan Roland ora ya kasa afana na danko kufuado said na no woni BBC nsantwani no ahwehwe nkomo ne ni mu aya ode ememaye wo se na na do nso kan ne de no kurani se wo kompa yedi a na kyese na na enye said ye Ghana TV ate airport no na ode mema emuaye no na ono nso ohwe yi levi no a aban no de America agitu mu no a ai wo man no mu mobro wafo na wo koso a ama wa setena mu ayeden
ye kanto a ye je free adwuma so a wo se o je free mobro ena je mobro ni unye mobro di oti auditor general report be brebo di ba yin na kufu ado se wa hu o financial law to the state omo bo mine kana sika ni nwunu kono na kufu ado se wante nsi se bi ho na enkoyie adenti na wontene no ye musa na kufu ado se obadi akonwa mfie num ko ni fie sia so ni adwuma be pa na odi aba Ghana fo ye bi private person individual establishing businesses sabe na mobile na anu ada open loan quick loan hu nya za be ko manga ko fill form bia mobile phone ya send am editi wo say Ghana for ho he an omo wo baabi editi obabuya bra yesu na kufu adu an oyo tirimodinefo
na kufu adu yo tirimodinefo we ya babrese Jan Roland okasa ema NDC amayoko no
Rosi adwumakuo no akwa asetena ama na mo so nkubia oba beto de aba beto yanim na DCOP Kwesi Ofori ya we Director General Public Affairs and an ensasha say apos for chese enhwemu ananu ade beto dwa ene se nkwanhia esisi na nsen bebrebe no ewo yakwa so no fa dodo na afiri motofo no wo ma twitwitwi moto no wo na ma nkwanhia ne ba etisese anama ba beto ni wo de dwumadie bia ba efre se operation pare sa pare no police action against rider indiscipline eno na otwentia na pare no wo mo se de wo beti wo mrante ne maba wona gu akwansom ba bi obegira pa ba bi a obi efri ekwa kutuwa mu na otiesi kwantempo mu ba bi a efre se intersection no junction so no na wo ba hu se motofo no junction no oduru so abruru wo ba umayo wona ekọ no o hwe na de kobo no traffic light ba bi a asoko ya wo so obi agina no moto wura de duru aururu wo de onyina wona ekọ no ba bi enipa nam pavement so no traffic chepe no yafa ho wona ekọ no sa helmet wo mo nhyehyɛ bi kyese super bonnet and time basa enom na yakwa so mo yom de nkwansia ba nti no free eneko ye no o me hyase na woni no wonim na ochewa asema no ene na mra na dim enti wo ka che motofo no sa wo fie wura ya na so ye enti wo mo no eye di saa no mo so hwe na mo tu anamon papa
one more to nkosua ewo baabi ani anya so bekwa amansi mu onu makasa e de atudwa say portrait farmers na toto nkosua mu omo kire say nuane a ye de ma portrait nkokọ no ne bo ayeden pa ani nti nkosua no akasipa no a aye kotikoti no omo di crate no ye aguso aduasa no age Ghana city no aduasa e na de di ho no na so de na so nto akasipa no wode gi city aduonu nwotwe afei de da entamu no so wode gi city aduonu nson ena de iron ho asesusanso esusun kakra no eno so de gi city aduonu nsia na de susa pa no a eye nkokọ a wo afei no mo ha se eto no mo nkosua no eno so de gi city aduonu na no ana nkosua tonfo esisa kosua ya tomi ebe ha wonum dwadie pa ma amanfo se de si ni on digwa no eso beti akofom
yeso ye bayanye ye de fi se ye kodwom a ye bre ye ho kire yen ye sika nyina ahye ntinya de asabo ne de ye bagi atum
yeso ye te ye meti ye no anya me de ba akokora fi se ye bre odwom omo ba kora ebo ne yakofa ne farm no kora no si de omo si taki ye monti ye so ye nse ye so ye kora ye ko ye yankofa ne sa enti ye ba kora ye san betete bo so sika ekutam na ahye efi ada mi kodwom kora mi frifie edwom kora me be fie kora no ye nam to kora ye 5 cedis oba tan kwala kutam na nam 5 cedis me ye ne dan enti se ne de ye ntimi ye nyintum
ai dia me efa anya me de efa nso sabio ye nyina ye kuafo wa anya ntumu a enye ye enti mesire me nuanu mo moton kosua ne se de aba nyina ye nya sitie na ye nti asem a sabe famfo ne ka no na ye nyina ye nso ye nya nokore na mpo ye nyina ye nyintu na ye nyina ye nton ne pepepe obi o ya portrait fan bia woton kosua bia no ono nso abo na ya tina omo aka no ye sere omo se omo nyina omo ma ye nyina ya nso ye nya anokra ya ye ton ni nyina ene won a woton kosua na ya no ni nyina ye nyina nya anokra na ye nyina ye nka ye humom obi a woton kosua a obeton ne wo ya portrait farm a wo bedwom obeton ne fofofo no ya nso nya me ni nokra ni ya kwa kosua ya nso ye ti a ye mfa ho nche manu
kosua tonfo e wo baabi ani ena wonum eche won ha no binum so woni akuafo no yadwen ebi nso se won mo mpene so
abusafo ye ko China mamu na China man ni nyina na okuropon a esopa ene Shanghai ebi kan Shanghai no eno asem na meken na COVID-19 no yini ti amada ko nipa beburu be sempema duo no ene munya pi nti o the lockdown ato kuro no so akoba sa no wo mutimi mpie no makodidi ekom na eku wo nti akoka wo bi amama tonkra de ama aba ne se abana en supply mu nuane wo de ma na yebom pam wo bebie no se aban se afama na de ama abana mu ma nuane de a ene yanom atameshi ho
atameshi ade de mo ko Israel kura friend Tel Aviv enkra abekensa ene se abrantie bi a wo ye Palestinian ni akototo atuo ama nipa mienu na ahwe won kwa edu nso preprade mu oden na sɛ de amane bɔ no free asrafo mpanimfo ho ba ye ne kyerɛ sɛ owura yi ebra ototo atuo no saa no a amumuye ne si ye no America wo pɛ sɛ wɔde bedwane na nya asɛm ketwa na nso apolisifoɔ adaworoma wɔn bɔ ntuo kun no na ohwɛ sɛ de wasi asɛ nneɛma ɛwɔ hɔ no a na ye ba bi a nkɔfoɔ te hɔ na wɔgye wani enra ya wo ya ɛna ɔkɔtoto saa atuo no principal a ɔno hɛ Tel Aviv kuro no so Amishai Eshed wono ena ne nsantwefo kasa na nasem ne se wo ma yirebambom enam se de si ye no efu wonu mu pa
anopa ye kan football sheba electrical aseniema na de ama wo ceiling fan standing fan afen kania ne bobo ahodo nyina tu akoto na auto no mako bre for 0541 125339 ye wadum bosheba building prisons runabout na be herbal clinic ya arena transwacha be hu no sickle cell ne test no obeye scan obeye mema prostate AD awui etwere ene yamkro gono hepatitis ni nyina omo apatrapa new site ho no mbe hu omo ta no so asam de kan frabe was 050243 345392
Light Farmer Limited so say what the family bless syrup aba eboa ma mo timi to kosua fe wo be fa sisim de bra no nkuru edi ahia NBF gingiva gel no so amonum ete ya wo kasa pampa bi mfi wanum ma abekuma park ne nche won kran ene wo yes anri na o fra wo motu ndodo aton a 0542929628 ofra Wabayo so Hanaboak Enterprise or say your floor hands home. Say mo amo pe ceiling fan standing fan mo amo pe sound system. kettle any washing machine resi niema mo amope cylinder gas stove ni ade ene mo nso amope fridges deep freezer popcorn machine ni fufu pounding machines no mo nko ne nchen na ni nyina ebo no da form 0550348212 0550348212 wose o Prudential Plaza no ehwe ni mu Kumasi adum
anope ye ni Emmanuel Oduro Korea o semfo pani na ba ye ne kenkan ye me oduefo na na sabre pinaman mini ya
ka chire Nana Asante Suaba yakra mosumdwem
squad mi share moche
Korea o mai nhia
we dey popular request Korea sa squad so we to maintain and kabem de pa editor ongasa
oshiri
o action man nya so me some friend ngwa sa ngo sa mafia pa
oh yes
friend ka crack guy
yes
and some one pay
and Dr. Bamia obre pa
o bebre
no ya de so
o bebre
enyo no say na o chiriam and I said o si share ade na se no na hodin bum it was kasa be do hiri mi no
o bebre
aso wo say ni minimu no
o bebre
na ta ni na for the coach ni na for you
before
and for you air condition na reflect no yakoba ye beka ho
and then so adwuma kakra and na me nu ahye adwuma bi ase and na do tumi aye Kumasi airport na wi kama now there are other projects ya outline ya and ye behwe ne ba ko na kyerese ye di hu nkomo because still are ye bo ankra na da ho a Krofrom na da ho che
yes
Krofrom na da ho che pa wo hu komfo no chi di and obi ka kyerɛ me se menko na omodu fit floor omo say e ko 7 and na adwuma ndo so batam omo send me pictures
omo ya de omo ya de because omo start enche libre omo ya de
omo bu no ye behwe no so anope na kyese ensem bebre Krofrom market na me concern anope the last time I engage the mayor ka kyerɛ me se obom pa say ade ba ko dana kuma so ne se obewie ne 10 year obekoi na watumi aye Krofrom market anke ben de pa because I almost 13 years when any NDC for na be na we na MPP for man pediko for ntino ade bi dana na do akoma so kurum hadoma ese Krofrom de omotie free hon bonda mate munkomra na yenin komo munkomra na yenin komo god 22 minutes past 6 22 minutes past 6 22 minutes past 6 the black man boss man atna say Obenina SD nyumna nobody arrested you boss man eraha na enope oni nua Clementino de Darling boy obuzinyaka ena omoba be din komo na ya hwede eko ye passport bets no emfa entwaso emamo
takes it again, Blake gets the silver, 9.6 oh, he's retained his title in the most emphatic way.
Gomez, Saudi Abbott.
24 minutes past 6, the black man boss man. What's that with a spotted back?
He has just exploded La Liga.
Oh, Nana, it's a fine, fantastic Friday morning.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Friday.
It's a fine
and then so there, and then so there.
Then am I there?
In fact, I have that feeling, you know, I said, no more there.
Yeah.
I'll climb baby in there. Yes, we be also bet me I fine.
So to is obey me and bash and Ghana.
I nyanya medding on the misery.
I will go there. Ko young man where?
Ko do there here.
Wow.
On your penkwan was ada. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Wo penkwan se. Mami che wa me chiao. And then Friday so there. Kwadwo no kwakwaje board ne mankan ni ama ne ko bi ni kako aka ho. Ni pedu aka ho. Oba no de board na ba. Mankan so no de kakra ba. Ya na ko bi ni mankan ni kako ko bi ni pedu aka ho en. Ya omsi omom kokwa no so mai. Omom kokwa so mai.
Enya bete na easy.
Kwadwo baka jo so omom kokwa so mai. Enso na cheze. Ni nkwa ma ye de. Pedu ane. Esru wisa fo wisa kakadro je de nyina. Kwadwo baka. Didi na wunu no fa kwadwo adamfo dia. Kuti ate. Also who say kwajo chef. Ono dia ni pa o.
Na so be no a o.
Wonu aduane se.
Open kwan.
Onu aduane ndia we good chef.
Ma make kan nyina na radio so nkomo.
The black man boss man.
Oh, black man.
You born na here.
Some na make kan radio so nkomo.
You born na here there.
Obi akoso kama.
Nyame adoma kwasi ada ho.
Oh,
Monsia Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Asante Kotoko versus Accra House of Folk. E-ticket now you
e-ticket na no a.
Ina. Short code near there.
Star 711 hash.
Star 711 hash. 11 hash. I best a black star be na. Na man for starting na metua na ya teme so me hu short code bia.
So far the Minyante that
complaints be on.
Minyante complaints. And what Asante Kotoko for you say currently say so call a stadium
okay.
Omo Zipe boots ni bi.
Okay.
There 10 ACC around that. Omo here for omo your manual registration for Fabu census now. At the same time no. Oko na face any challenge behind buying the ticket. Attendance na wo no so ba bo am west na to be yes.
That is a krata ticket the ejai top.
There na there.
The ejai top. Amount for a winter ni na winter o. Is ni na
when I say krata asem na so za wo because your generating code a good paper so near printed.
Okay.
And okay, mostly if you want to be you be maybe more complete.
Listen, we see can one go show be some
Debbie.
On them
one out.
It's no network nothing. And the only time we be to me we are say bia say network ni penny be bet on them Ghana they we are dem kra kakra be nyun. But the beginning said that no. The Black Star they also munya 14 billion. 14 billion. And can this gather 14 billion? We send na we chire mu no. We kra bi nya be 19 billion na man for bi asem na man for Black man boss.
Oh, black man
27 minutes past. Na you must Asante man. Nyame adoma da kwasi ada de. Eye nwumre no nsia. Enti enyina ba kopie mu wo Baba Yara. Supporters ne sene na no ye share Black Star for anuonyam. Mo me nyina aye nko. Na ye team na nyi team. Krobia obi bi sam Mrs. Course. Mesra mo. Me hu bibia osunsun wiase. Black man boss man. Famika.
Yamma busianfo nyina tia na pan mra yere 100.7 abrana Sasubiem ene Delphia da kronkron anopai no twediampo akan ho asante na babiema na se ene ayeye nkuto ena yede bema ne din no ewo ade fefe ne ade kase a waye ede amay abrana Subiem se anuanom pen no yetena se na yede agudie ne agokansia mu nsama akoto ensa kan no pen no yebomoden ade somo baby bia wo te jenka ewo ahonam yebehwe ade a league ne ho nsensam enso atimanya akosi se amanfo reactions akoto am nso atimanya ade apa ahead of a young match week 24 eniama akoto to twani nyina oposu yake ba betena se no nso didi nkomo ne kakra de amai 9:30 daka mu nyina no pebo matia pane de discussions ni nyina hanso atimanya twatwa so hanso atimanya de ama you just don't have any reason sanyame pa 9:30 unhia tim no na woni enni kaso bom na yemfa bia no hanso entumi embra anopai no yeramu dia nase ana yare ma Samuel Kemensa Stevenson born again akosi abakwa